statement win from the Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. That was an absolute destruction. We destroyed Sporting today 5-1. We absolutely demolished them. I have not seen an Arsenal away performance that destructive in over 2 decades. What we did to Sporting today, that was a statement of intent. That was a statement to the rest of the Champions League. That was a statement to the teams in the Premier League. Arsenal are not only back to their best, but they are looking dangerous. We are looking good defensively. We are looking good in the build-up play. We are creating so many chances. We got so many people chipping in with goals. You got Gabriel Magalhães with a goal. You got Trossard coming off the bench with a goal. Bukayo Saka scoring a penalty. Kai Havertz scoring a goal. And Martinelli scoring a goal. This was an amazing away performance. I just want to mention, we're going to talk about the right-hand side because that right-hand side was cooking. Timber with the assist, Martin Ødegaard with the fluid football, and he was the difference maker, in my opinion, in the first half. And Bukayo Saka, the end product. Do you know Bukayo Saka in the last 2 Champions League campaigns, if you look at his goals next to Kylian Mbappe, he's got one more. And these guys always are on Bukayo Saka's case. Hilarious. And Viktor Gyokeres. You know what? I rate Viktor Gyokeres, but today we made him quiet. Forget about Bukayo Saka and everything else. Gabriel Magalhães' performance today was up there with everybody else. And he was probably one of the best players on the pitch. Not only did he get a goal, he kept Viktor Gyokeres quiet. He bullied him. And William Saliba also. The 2 defenders, they welcomed William Saliba. And also, I love the fact that he did this fake. He didn't even do the right celebration. He did this. It's so funny. But yeah, before we go any further, I just want to say shout out to everyone. Do me a favor. Please do hit the like on the video, as this is going to be a quick reaction. And yeah, Souls, take it away, bro. What are you saying?
They didn't want to listen to me. Martin Ødegaard, the difference maker, the best player in the world. He is the guy. He is him. He is everything. He is Arsenal right now. The guy just brings everything together, presses from the front, makes sure that every player is up to scratch. As soon as he's been introduced, right, Arsenal look a different breed. We look unbeatable. This is Martin Ødegaard for you. A lot of people criticizing how's one player going to do everything. How is Martin Ødegaard going to be reintroduced to the team? How is he going to fix all the problems we've got this season? 2 games in, and we look absolutely scintillating. No one can touch us. No one can beat us. I don't even care. Put Real Madrid in front of me right now. Give me anyone. I actually am so confident we can beat anyone. As long as Martin Ødegaard stays fit, we will smash this Premier League campaign. We will smash this league title. Liverpool, watch your backs. Real Madrid, watch your backs. City are already dusted. Look at them, 3-0 up and 3-0 down. Come on now. Don't be talking to me about no Man City. They're done this season. Erling, Scary, Haaland. I thought strikers fixed everything. What happened to that Viktor Gyokeres? Oh, shiver me timbers. Nothing. Well, where was he? Ghosting. Those absolute pussy claw fans, yeah, wanting to put fireworks to try and postpone the game. How did that go? Spanked you for 5, didn't we? Absolute dickheads. Yeah, put more fireworks in. You should have got the game called off because it's the same humiliation anyway. You scaredy cash, you cowards, right? And then this Viktor Gyokeres, where is this guy? Where is he? I'm trying to look. Gabriel did the right celebration. I can't see him, fam. I can't see him. John Cena vibes. Where is he? Disappeared. I thought this guy was the revelation. I thought this guy was the Messiah. The one to save Arsenal. Guy's shit, man. Guy's a bum. I don't even care. I'm going to call it how it is. He should not be coming to Arsenal. He will not fix us. He's not the striker for us. It's as simple as that. I don't rate him. I don't think he's that good. I think he'll cook for Liverpool. I think he cooks for Man United. I think he cooks for Chelsea. But if you put him in a Man City side, if you put him in an Arsenal side, he is not going to perform. You've seen it today. The man needs space. When did he have his most threatening moment? When we gave him space. When Kibio stepped up, when Saliba stepped up. That's the only time he looked like he was going to score. Put him against these low blocks, the guy isn't going to do shit. And all we do, and all the oppositions do, is sit back. This guy is not the striker for us. Look, he can prove me wrong. You can come to Arsenal and absolutely prove me wrong. But for me, and every single time I see him play, the guy performs. Look at his goals. It comes against people who play against high lines. And unfortunately, we're too respected. We're too People are so scared of us, they are not going to step forward. And that's just the way it is for me. Like, he might be a good player, he might be a baller, all of that, but just not for us. But when it comes to Arsenal, scintillating, Saliba, Gabriel are back. Ødegaard has fixed everything because he presses from the front, he commands the line, he commands this team, and that's exactly what we were missing. For me, we're back. Bring on anyone. We'll smash anyone. The weekend's going to be fun. West Ham are going to get absolutely torched.
You know what? Bring on everybody. Yo, yesterday, me and my brother here were talking, and it was Deo. We were really like being respectful I was really being respectful for Sporting, but you were right, bro. We smashed them. Talk to me.
But I told you yesterday, I said, so this is how I look at this Arsenal team. Do they have what it takes to be a dangerous outfit? Yes. Do we have players that can kill games? Yes, we do. The problem is momentum. When you catch the momentum of failure, you tend to fail a lot in any sport. You tend to carry on rolling down that hill. You have to stop, breathe, come back, look at it and be like, look, I know who I am and I know what I can do. You asked me if we turned the corner after Nottingham Forest. And I told you, I said, I think we've turned the corner. I said, we've turned the corner because Nottingham Forest is no joke this season. They're no joke this season. They've been doing the business. So to go and treat them the way we treated them and win the way we won, that told me that the break really helped the players. They needed to relax and rethink where exactly, because, and you'll see it again today. When Sporting scored one back in the second half, we looked shaky. That one goal shook everything around again. Now they needed to take a break. And do you know when we took a break? Remember when Timber got the ball and just kicked it all the way? Instead of passing and playing off the back, he just kicked it and they had to regroup. And then at that point, we did what? We relaxed. The players took their time. The ball was coming back. And then, so my thing is, you know, we have a team that can go there and do the business. I got two things right yesterday. I predicted Saka to score. I predicted Kai Havertz to score. I didn't predict the 5-1 win, but I knew those two were going to find the net. The form that they had, I mean, the form that Saka had against Nottingham Forest and the rest that Kai Havertz had, I just believe strongly that it was going to put them in a place where they'll be more relaxed. They'll play, you know, more relaxed football and just go out there and get the win. I predicted a 2-1 win because I said Gyokeres should score because I feel like he's at home. They've had a good run, 11 games unbeaten. You can't just overlook all of that and say they're not going to score. This guy has scored in almost every game he's played in. But today, what happened is our defenders, Gabriel and Saliba, showed that their levels above him. Now, I don't agree with my brother Sauls, who says he will not cook for Arsenal because he won't have space.
Let's
hold on, let me get that. 20 seconds, just 20 seconds.
Save the Gyokeres conversation for another day.
Just 20 seconds.
Today's not about Gyokeres, bro.
I know, but just 20 seconds.
20. I only have 20 more minutes, brother. Let's try to stay.
I promise you, 20.
All right, go ahead.
He will have space with Arsenal because of players like Ødegaard, Saka, who drag defenders away. That's all I'm going to say.
All I'm going to say is, does anybody want Viktor Gyokeres right now? Off the back of that performance? I
didn't want him even before this performance, let alone this performance. I've never wanted him.
That was not a trial. That was literally a situation where it's like they're looking at him and they're like, yo, we don't need him.
But let's be real. If we wanted him, we would have got him. We don't want him. That's the reality. I know the fans want him, but good luck because he ain't coming.
He failed his trial. But yeah, big up football locker room bands in the chat. Do me a favor. Let's get this going. We now need to talk about the lineup. Guys, Mikel Arteta, I think that's his best lineup. I don't know about you guys. I think that's Arsenal's best lineup. Let me show you guys the lineup. This is the line. Where is it? You know when you have something ready and then one little thing ruins it? There you go. But that's the Arsenal lineup. And I'm just going to say, before we talk about the intricate details of the lineup, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Rice, Partey, Ødegaard, Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. That is Arsenal's best 11. Mikel Moreno has not shown me anything yet to say that he should be in this team over Partey or Rice. So I'm going, this is Arsenal's best 11. And that's a big part to do with why we played so well today.
I don't think we have a best 11, Igal.
I'm saying this is the best team. I think this is Arsenal's best team, in my opinion.
I don't think this is our best team. And I think because you don't play the same team every week in, week out. So our best team every week, barring injuries, is the team that, because let me be honest with you, we can field the same team against the Liverpool and lose the game.
Bro, stop for a second and just understand what I'm saying. If Arsenal go and play a team tomorrow, any team in the world, and you could field 111, I think this is probably it. Maybe one change you would make is try to squeeze Ben White in somewhere, but I think Timber was outstanding today. Amazing.
I know, but you're going based on recency bias and performance of today and the way they played today. I'm saying if I go against another team like a Madrid, where I know that they have wingers who are very fast and pacey, yes, I'd want to play a Timber, but Timber likes to go forward as well. So I don't want that space in the back. I'd rather just play like, a different lineup where I know I can beat that team with. So I'm saying like our best 11 should always be the team that can beat whatever team is put in front of us. But if you're saying our best players on the pitch, the individual skill set, best players on the pitch, in form right now, yes, these guys. All the guys.
I'd take Calafiori out and put White in, and then I'd say, yeah, that's individually on paper our best team.
Fair enough. I thought the right-hand side was something where I was going to talk about the right-hand side in a second, but do you guys want to talk about it? Timber, Ødegaard, Saka. That right-hand side literally destroyed Sporting, and I thought that was a big talking point before we get into the goals and just everything else. What do you guys think about the right-hand side? Because I thought the right-hand side was fire.
Yeah, it started cooking. I mean, this is why when people say one player makes a difference, how can you guys depend on one player? It's like every team. Look at City today. Like, without Rodri, City is not the same City. And I say this again, if you look at Liverpool, take out Mo Salah or take out Van Dijk or take out any of their key players, and you realize that team will struggle. So
I'd actually say Ryan Gravenberch is the one that if they
this season, this season Gravenberch, yes. But I'm even just saying like any of the
Salah. And Salah.
Like for example, they don't win that Southampton game without Salah last weekend. They don't win that game. That toe poke that Salah made, boom, out of nowhere. He wasn't even trying to score it. I think it was just a bad control, and he scored that one. And then of course the mistake with the penalty. Salah doesn't miss penalties, so not like he's never missed, but he rarely misses. So my thing is, any key player for a team goes out, the team will play differently. So yeah, the right hand side was cooking today because Ødegaard is back. He's catching form. He's getting more cardio in. He's playing more now. He's picking up with the team. So I think it's a good thing to see that we've turned the corner because these players have what it takes. That's all I believe in, and that's why I don't really freak out. The only thing I freak out about is, will the manager make the right choices at the right time? The in-game management. If you're 2 goals up, what are you doing? How are you telling the boys to play? What are you guys doing when you're 1 goal up? Those are the things that I worry about. Every other thing, if it's the skill set, the talent, the know-how, I think they know how to do it. I mean, they've shown it.
Gunnar Souls, talk to me about Timber. That opening goal, he sets it up, and good play from the whole team. But Timber with a spot pass from Martinelli, and Martinelli gets a goal also. Talk me through your feelings throughout that first goal.
Yeah, I mean, look, this has always been the plan with, whether it's Declan Rice, whether it's Partey, whether it's going to be Mikel Moreno, to allow our team to crash the box. One of the things that, the likes of Rice and Moreno will do is allow Martinelli to come inside and play kind of as a second striker, which we've seen today in the first goal, which allows like Havertz to pull defenders away to give that opportunity. If he can't get the goal, that there's someone behind him to get the goal. And I think Timber's picked it out perfectly, put it in the right place, Havertz causing havoc as he normally does. And that allowed Martinelli to have a brilliant tap-in. At the end of the day, look, that link up with Ødegaard, Saka, Timber on that right-hand side to kind of open up those spaces is exactly what we've been missing. And that comes from Ødegaard being able to just play those first time and just pick out the pockets. And that's what we've been missing. We've been missing a natural 10, a player who can play in the pockets, who can play in those spaces and create spaces for other players. And obviously Timber still had a lot to do, even though for me, I feel like the build-up before that allowed Timbers to do what he did and made his job a lot easier, but he had to be in those positions to pick out those pockets, to pick out those spaces on the right-hand side to kind of make that easy for himself. I think, look, he had a phenomenal performance. The right-hand side, we've always said it, that's not the worry. That's never been the worry. Saka, Ødegaard, and whoever the right back is, whether it's Ben White, whether it's Jurrien Timbers, whether it's someone who comes in for him, whether it's like Inacio, for example, that's never really been our focus area. The focus has always been whether the left-hand side can also be somewhat to the level. And today, I feel like the team was balanced. I feel the team performed well, whether it was on the left, whether it's from the right, even Trossard coming off the bench again, proving again, once again, why he should be an impact player, because that's where he performs best. When the team's tired, he comes in, and that's what we need to see. We just need to get the balances right, and I feel we'll start cooking again. The left-hand side needs the right-hand side to perform, to give it space, to draw the players away from the left-hand side, bring them onto the right, because technically we're a lot more assured, and that's what we did today. And I think, again, like Dio said, Arteta just needs to get it right. He needs to get the right profiles in. He needs to not tinker too much. The system is there. It's just whether we put the players in.
And also, Souls, I haven't said Arteta needs to get it right, which is one thing I strongly believe. The players have to be informed to do exactly what he's picked them out to do. One of the things I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying, like, one of the things that gets me the most is when the manager sets up a team a certain way, he kind of knows what he thinks is going to happen. But when I look at what the players are giving, they're giving 70%, 75%. No, give 100% and fail, and then I can blame the manager and be like, the way you set this up didn't work. When players give 70, I'm like, that extra 30 could have been what would have given the result. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, however he chooses eventually, because I want to crash on Mikel Arteta so hard, but I don't want him to have an excuse. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want the players to be like, I gave you 100 and we failed. And I'm like, Mikel, you got it.
No, but so far, like, with the Ødegaard injury, it's been more on Arteta than anything. I don't think the players have failed him.
Steve McManaman said that Arsenal made Sporting look like an extremely average side when we scored the second goal. 20 minutes into
what it is? I don't know. I don't know what Amorim was feeding them, because this cannot be the same team. There's just no way that this is the
we could have scored 4 in the first half. We could have scored 4 goals in the first half. Didn't you see it? Like, I mean, but my thing is, I'm glad that they were able.
Is it our greatness or is it Sporting fell off?
No. I think we played very well. Sporting, we put them. They're at home. There's no. I mean, they can't go from an 11 game streak win at home to just suddenly falling off. So we actually, it's a different thing if they were up and down, win a game this week, not win. We can say, maybe they fell off this week. They've been on fire. We're just beginning.
But we don't know, because Amorim's not there, so it's a completely different.
So that's another thing again. Amorim is not there, so that's a different. It's a different Sporting that we're playing. But regardless of what it is, after Amorim left, their next game they won 6-0. So for me to sit down here and say Amorim is not there, you go on to win your next game 6-0.
It definitely makes a difference. I mean,
I'm not saying he doesn't. What I'm saying, I'm not saying.
Guys, I know we're short on time, so I'm trying to keep it moving. Anybody have anything to say on Havertz quickly before we move on?
I think everybody had a good game today. I think the whole team had a good game.
We're gonna do player ratings in a bit. Gabriel Magalhães deserves a little shout out before we go any further.
The match for me.
One of the best players on the pitch, no debate. Defensively, every time we were under any pressure, he just took control of the game and said, "Get this ball out of here." And my wife was like, "Why is he kicking this so far?" It's not usual when we do that, but today, no constant pressure. He just wanted the ball out of there. He was a steady Eddie, and he's scoring set-piece goals again. And you know what? We need to stop conceding set-piece goals, but hey, Gabriel Magalhães is a beast, man. Everyone get him in your fantasy team. But talk to me. Good goal, by the way. What do you guys think?
8.5 for me. He's my man of the match.
8.5. Wow. You know what? We're going to do player ratings in a bit. Souls, do you have anything to say on Gabriel?
I mean, this is his benchmark now, and he's just performing every single game to a level which it's going to put a lot of pressure on him, but it's good for him because now we're expecting these sort of performances, and he's living up to it every single week. It's not like 1 week where we see a huge decline. It's like this is his standard now, and he's arguably one of the best centre backs in world football.
Fair enough. Did you guys think Arsenal could have done better in the goal that we conceded? Because it was one of those situations where it's like we are conceding too many of these set piece goals. It's starting to be a weakness in our game.
I mean, we could have done better, of course. I feel like Havertz could have maybe marked his man. He lost his man a little bit, but also I don't really understand what kind of Fury was doing. He kind of just fell onto the floor, but It's gonna happen, man. It's one goal. I'm not concerned. It is what it is. We move on. We absolutely smashed them. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and
It's
run on
nice.
the one goal we conceded.
It's nice to keep a clean sheet, but let's be honest about it. This is football. The other team didn't come there to sell ice cream. You know, certain players are going to try certain things, and if
It's
it works for them,
sporting, man. They've been phenomenal. Like, of course they're gonna score. It's bound to happen.
Okay. Next, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, another top performance. But what more do we need to say about Saka, guys? Because Bukayo Saka just performs week in, week out. And if there was if there's a guy who I think Bukayo Saka is our best player. I don't know about you guys. I think he's our best player. He's always the guy who's stepping up for penalties, creating the most chances, setting up everything. Almost every single key moment in the game comes through him slightly in some way or another. We could argue if it's Ødegaard or Saka or anybody else, but I do think Saka is literally our most integral piece, and he makes the difference once again. Scores from the spot.
It's harsh. I actually don't think we've got a best player. Personally, I
was just going to say that.
Yeah, I feel like if you take Saliba or a Gabriel out, same problem.
We're in trouble.
You know, you take Martin Ødegaard out, we've seen how much trouble we've been in. If you take Saka out, same problem. So I'm not going to sit here and say there's an out and out.
Okay, but at least give Saka his props then.
Maybe, no. Saka has his props. Here's the problem, Miguel.
Props.
Miguel, here's the problem with what when we do this as Arsenal fans, right? Like after a game like this, we know he performed phenomenally. If we start saying give him his props, it means like we're not giving it. No, we're giving him his props.
We've always given his props.
Saka is him. Saka is him. Sometimes you don't even need to see anything about him. Just like you saw what Saka did today, that's what's up.
It's the standard. It's a standard now.
It's a standard. We don't have to hammer it in consistently because rivals try to put him down. I don't care.
Let me show you guys something.
Arsenal fans are insecure about.
One second. Let me show you something. He got man of the match officially, right? Also, when given the man of the match, he said everyone was top. Anyone could have gotten this man of the match award today. I'm really proud of the boys and the team. Very humble guy. I really do love him. And then he also went on to the penalty, said it was important. I didn't really feel the pressure. I was confident when talking about the penalty. And after everything that just happened today, first thing he does is talk about Martin Ødegaard and how much of an unbelievable player he is. I really do think Bukayo Saka is literally one of the most humble stars in the world right now, because he just he's so selfless. Like off the back of that performance, nothing about him, all about the team. This is exactly what you want to hear from one of your better players.
No, of course. I mean, he acknowledges and praises. That's what a leader does. That's what, someone like who's the face of the franchise, pretty much. He's the face of Arsenal. Arguably he's becoming one of the faces of the Premier League the way he's going. So it's good to see. I mean, look, we need to win, and that's, we can see it from the reactions that these players got every single week. It's all about that we've got to deliver now. And you can see it's not about putting pressure on themselves, but they acknowledge that. And that's what I think we as fans need to see is they're not making it about themselves. They're not bigging up themselves. They're sitting there and saying, look, the team needs to win, and we've got to do what we've got to do. And it's a proud moment.
Deo, Leandro Trossard off the bench. It's a cheat code, no?
Well, I think he performs better off the bench. Obviously, I think we've now seen that that's where one of his better strengths is. And in certain games where he starts, he does perform very well as well. So I'm not going to, remove that in totality because injuries are part of the game. But I will say that, yeah, him coming off the bench, scoring the goal, I kind of expected it when he came off the bench. I'm not going to lie to you. Like when Leandro Trossard came off the bench, in my mind, I was like, he might score a goal. Like that's how I felt. Like I felt he was going to score that last goal before the whistle went. That goal because he scored something similar to that before, I think earlier in the season, or was it last season? And that's the type of goal I kind of envisioned he would score. But when he scored the header, I was like, all right, I'll take a goal from him as well. But he's that player who he comes off the bench and you expect the difference. You kind of expect him to actually make it. And I think it's because the other team is tired. He's very technical. He's one of our better technical players. And at that stage of the game, they're, having a technical player who has a lot of energy will can do damage. So yeah.
Fair enough. And just before we do the player ratings, guess what, guys? We've now jumped up all the way to 7th. And the Monaco game, off the back of this Sporting result, doesn't look as bad now. It doesn't look as bad because going into this week, Sporting were 2nd in the Champions League rankings. Arsenal were all the way down in 14th. right? We've jumped up now to 7th with 10 points. Still one more set of games to
five of those goals came today. And that's the reason why you won high scoring goals. Like we would have been if we scored 1 goal today, we would have been at 3-2. And at 3-2 -1 difference, Sporting would have been 7. We would have been 8 as well. So our goals difference is just really taking us up a notch. And I'm glad we were able to score. And one more thing I wanted to say about this team. I love the fact that multiple different people score, because when they think they can mark one person, somebody else will score the goal. So yeah.
All right. And finally, Souls, let's do the player rating. Raya, what do you guys think about Raya's performance today?
8.5. 8.5, baby. Some saves that I do not expect you to. Are they 5?
He had a lot of work to do. I didn't realize. He had a lot of work to do.
As a 5'10" player, there's some saves I don't expect him to touch, and he gets there. As a 5'10" goalie, he gets there.
I never really think about his height, because he just seems to be able to stretch and get to everything. So 8, guys. What are we saying?
Yeah.
8.5 for Timber. I thought he was amazing.
Yeah, Timber was amazing today.
Saliba gets 7.5.
I give all my back. Honestly, I'll give the back for all of them 8.
Okay. I'm giving Gabriel Magalhães a 9.
Plus the goal, I say 8.5 with the goal, for me.
Just slightly better than Timber. I think he's man of the match. Him and Saka are arguably fighting.
Ødegaard's my man of the match, but I don't disagree.
My man of the match is Gabriel Magalhães.
Okay, so you're giving him a 9 for that. Okay, cool.
You know what? It could also be Saka, but hey, Calafiori, we'll just give him an 8. No issues. Declan Rice looked good on his return. He played well. I'll give him 8. I'll give him an 8.
I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah,
he did his job. He did his job.
Thomas Partey was actually better than him, and he didn't get an assist. He deserves an 8 also.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about he was better. He did his job on that left-hand side. Thomas Partey did his job in the 6. Like, they did their jobs exactly how they needed to do it. And he covered
Partey
needed to be covered.
Thomas Partey's pass to Bukayo Saka for Havertz's goal, that was amazing.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not amazing.
That's
I'm just
good
saying,
as an assist.
I'm saying, like, I'm never comparing Rice and Partey when Rice is playing an 8 and Partey is playing the 6. They did their jobs. Like, it's not like he's better than him.
So quick ratings. Rice, Dale?
Rice, I would say 7.5.
Souls, Rice?
Yeah, 7.5.
Okay, I'll give him 7.5. Partey gets an 8 for me. He's slightly better.
Yeah, Partey gets an 8 from me as well. He played very well.
And then if those two are getting 7.5 and 8, it's just going to go Ødegaard 8.5.
Yeah.
Now, Havertz, Martinelli, Saka all come out with a goal. And I didn't think all of them played amazing. Martinelli got his goal in the first minute. Good. I'm happy for him to get himself on the goal sheet. I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Martinelli.
I'm going to give Havertz a 7.5. And I'm going to give Saka a 9. Matching him with
8.5 for me.
I'm going to give him a 9. Match him with Gabriel. I can't give Gabriel a 9 and not give Saka a 9. He was literally integral to everything.
There's a big difference why I will give Saka an 8.5 and I'll give Gabriel a 9. Gabriel a 9, I agree with, because not only did he stop the most informed striker in the league in Europe right now, the highest goal scoring striker in this entire season, not only did he make him look like a Sunday league football player, he came up with a goal. So if I have to compare what both of them did, Bukayo Saka stepped up when we needed him to score that penalty to give us that extra cushion again, which is great. And I think that, he did what he needed to do. But if you're talking, everybody expected gyokeres to put a goal in the back of the net. Everybody expected one of those, and it didn't happen. So,
Mikel Moreno,
I'll give him a 7.0. I think he did very well when he came in.
Trossard, I'll give him 7. Trossard 7.5. Zinchenko, not 7. Enough time.
I'll give him 7 for his minutes.
I thought Ethan could have got it on the goal sheet. That he was looking really threatening again. He needs to get 7 more games. As well. And then KVR, just forget about KVR. Just forget about KVR. Overall, what are we giving Arteta before we go? 10 out of 10.
I'll give him an 8. He can do better.
Souls?
I'll give him a 9.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Great results. On to West Ham. Statement win. Everyone's happy, right?
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Got this.
Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love. Please do like the video and leave us your comments down below. Let us know what you think. We'll catch you guys on the next video. I'll probably be live tomorrow after the Liverpool game at like 11 o'clock. Deo, if you're available. Souls, you're probably sleeping. But we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, man.